The Masters is a magical word in the world of golf. It describes one of the four great tournaments of the world, but it didn't start as a tournament. It started One was to win every great tournament in sight, which he did at the age of 28. And the other ambition was to build a golf course after his heart's desire. His name was Robert Tyre Bobby Jones. Jones was something of a phenomenon. An amateur golfer who won in 1930
both the Open and Amateur Championship of America and Britain.
It had never been done before, and it has never been done since. And then suddenly, at 28, when even pros are just about getting into their stride, like Alexander the Great, he retired. And because he was a working lawyer, his ambition to create a great golf course remained a dream. Until he met an older man who shared his love of the game but had what Jones had not, a sharp business sense and the financial contacts to make it happen. He's the banker in our story, Clifford Roberts. He subsidized Jones's dream, and together they built one of the most celebrated courses in the world, Augusta National, on a former plantation in Georgia, which was once a fruit farm for the Confederate armies and then a tree nursery. Jones took one look at the land and saw his dream already shaping up as a fact.
It seemed that this land had been lying here for years, just waiting for someone to lay a golf course upon it.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines.
You may wonder why all this happened here in Augusta, a small but old southern town that people outside Georgia had barely heard of. But in the 1920s, it became a winter resort town for comfortable or retired men from the north and some of Jones's business friends from Atlanta. So in the beginning, the membership was for cronies of Cliff Roberts and Bob Jones. But then as its fame spread, so did the invitations. Till today, it has a small but national, even international membership. So now they had their course, and obviously it was beautiful. But it was also what Jones had intended. It was a test of great golf, and he had the idea that they might invite down every year for a tournament the best players in the game, since this was worthy of the masters of the game. And at the mention of that phrase, Cliff Roberts said, let's call it the Masters. Jones characteristically said, absolutely not. He thought that was too grand, too presumptuous. So it was originally called the Augusta Invitational Tournament. It was in 1934. But by about 4 years later, the nickname had caught on, and reluctantly, Jones allowed it to become the Masters.